Okay.
Ma'am, you can start.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. So teachers, we are going to learn about Nearpod, how we can use Nearpod to create connections with our students virtually. So the very first thing we are going to learn about today's session is, just a minute. Yeah. So what are we going to learn today? The very first thing we are going to learn today is how to sign up on a Nearpod platform. Okay. Then how we can create engaging lesson plans on Nearpod. The third thing which we will learning today is how we can share the lessons which we have created on Nearpod with our students or with our colleagues. How to become a certified Nearpod educator. Okay. So let's know about Nearpod. What is Nearpod actually? Nearpod is an online student engagement platform that is a great resource for teachers to help students learn in a fun and interactive way. So why only Nearpod? Why are we learning about Nearpod? So the very first thing is that Nearpod allows for both student paced as well as live delivery mode. So you can have it, you can use Nearpod during your live classes in a synchronous way or asynchronous way. You can assign to students the lesson plans which they can do at home, and then you can check on their work whether they have attempted or not. The second thing is it respects everyone's privacy. So even the children who are the most shy one in the class, they feel comfortable while attempting the lessons on Nearpod. It eliminates the use of so many other applications, like for games we are using some other application, then for explaining the video we are using some other application. For example, if you want interactive video, you will go to Edpuzzle. If you want to give a quiz, you will use quizzes. So Nearpod has all these things combined into one. Nearpod has interactive live videos, and then they have interactive live videos, then they have quizzes, they have games, they have everything. Okay. So then it enables viewing students' feedback and reports in real time. So many a times we are not able to see whether our children are understanding or not. What are they doing at the back of the screen? We don't know. In class, we were able to see, okay, this child is doing this work, and we can tell them. But through Nearpod, we can see what children are doing, how many children are attempting the questions, how many children are not attempting, how many children are paying attention. So we can gauge everything through Nearpod. The next thing is it enhances classroom differentiation. So we all know that we have a mix of class. It's like some children are very brilliant, some children need support, and some are average. So through Nearpod, you can create lessons with very easily for different sort of students. Nearpod is compatible with all student devices, whether it is Chromebook, iPhone, iPad, Android devices. It is compatible with all. It is a great skills and drill center because using the gamification feature or the other features which are like matching, fill in the blanks, there are many interactive features in Nearpod through which children will get to do more and more practice. So it is a great skills and drill center for your students. It saves time because it has already so many ready-made subject-wise lesson plans which can be edited and copied. Okay, it engages, assesses, and collaborates students with it allows engagement, assessment, and collaboration in an easy way. Okay, so like every blessing, just like a coin has two sides, so Nearpod has also some few drawbacks, you can say. So the very first drawback is Nearpod lessons cannot be created on mobile phones. So you have to log in into a laptop or some computer properly. You cannot make a lesson plan on mobile phone. Changes could not be done once Google Slides get imported into Nearpod. So if you are importing some Google Slides, then changes that cannot be done in that. Otherwise, editing is possible. But if you are importing Google Slides, then it is not possible. The third thing is animations in your original PPT will not work in Nearpod. So suppose you have created a PPT which you would like to show it to your students. It has some animations, but once you import it into Nearpod, the animations will not work there. Okay. The next thing is Nearpod can be slow and lagging if you have a weak internet. So if your students have internet problems, so at that time, I would prefer that not to use Nearpod during the live classes because some students will be left out. If your students have a good internet connection, good flow, then you can go ahead with the live classes in Nearpod. The next thing is if you want fancy fonts, backgrounds, etc., you need to create your own slides first in Keynote or PowerPoint and then import them in. Because what happens is that in Nearpod you can create slides, but they have some limitations. They have some limitations of themes and layouts. So if you want to become more creative and you want to add more peppy slides to your work or presentation, then you have to create your own. It cannot be done in Nearpod. Okay, then next is it is Nearpod pricing guide. So when you will first today log in as a Nearpod user, you will be a silver user. So as you can see on the screen, when you will sign up as a Nearpod user, silver user, then you will be having the storage capacity of 100 MB to create lessons and browse videos. But the positive side is that you can become a gold user for 6 months by becoming Nearpod Certified Educator. So you will be able to unlock the storage capacity to 1 GB. Okay, and you can engage 50 students after becoming Nearpod Certified Educator. So I'm quickly briefing you why to become a Nearpod Certified Educator, though I've already told you the two major benefits. Then afterwards, the next benefit is that you can connect with the Nearpod Certified Educators community in their private Facebook group. So if you are a Nearpod certified educator, only then you can join that group. Okay, you can collaborate with them. You can ask them about Nearpod. You can share your lesson plans. There are many things which are there in being a part of that community, and you can celebrate your success together. Another beautiful aspect of becoming Nearpod educator is that you get the 6 months of gold edition free, totally free. You receive invitations to regularly schedule events by Nearpod to discuss tech strategies. And then the last one is you will be like first one about out of the all, you will be like first one to learn about the new Nearpod features. So suppose you are Nearpod has introduced any new feature in its dashboard, so you will be the first one to learn about it through. They will send you a mail and they will apprise you about it. So let's get started and let's not waste our time. I request all the teachers to quickly write. Sharing just 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen. I request all the teachers to quickly write nearpod.com in their Google browser. Okay, just let me share it. Okay, so I hope teachers can see my screen. So on my screen, you can see there is a Google Chrome. So you just need to type here Nearpod, Nearpod, nearpod.com. I am reminding all teachers that this will work on laptop or on computer, not on mobile phones. When you will write nearpod.com, just click enter. If you have done this part, just give a thumbs up in the chat box so that we know that you are with us. Okay, wonderful. Many of you have done or given a thumbs up, so we can move ahead. So after coming on this dashboard, teachers, you have to come here. You can see there is a green rectangle in between in the center of the screen. So there it is written teachers, sign up for free. So we are going to click here, sign up for free. I repeat, there is a green rectangular box in the center of the screen wherein teachers is mentioned. So it is mentioned there, sign up for free. So we are going to click on sign up for free. So let's click together. When you will click on it, it will bring you to this page. Okay, so when you will enter this page, you can see that this page has two sections. One is for teachers, left hand side for teachers and right hand side for students. So we will be focusing here on the left hand side, that is teachers part. Okay. Now you can see here that it is written sign up with Google in the blue oval shaped box, in the blue oval tab. In the blue oval tab, you can see it is written sign up with Google. Under it, it is written sign up with Office 365. So if you have a Google account, you can click on sign up with Google. If you have an Office 365 account, you can click on sign up with Office 365. Or if you do not have any of these accounts, then you can just write in your name, last name, school email ID, and create a password. Since I have a Gmail account, so I will be clicking on the top one, that is sign up with Google. So just one click and it will take you to the page to choose your Gmail account. Since I have two Gmail accounts, so it has brought me here. So it will also take you to your page where you have to select your account. So I'm clicking this account. I'm taking this one account, this account. So when I will click on this account, so this is the dashboard of Nearpod. Since I already had account, so it will bring me there. I hope you are also able to enter this dashboard. Just give a thumbs up if you all are able to do. It will help us to help you all. Okay, very nice. Manisha ma'am is saying done. Abhiram is saying his sir is saying done. Vidya ma'am is saying done. Okay. Komal ma'am done. Very good. Babita ma'am done. Nice. Rishabh sir done. Okay. Very nice. Madhuri ma'am, Monisha ma'am, Gurpreet ma'am. Very nice. So many of you are able to move with me. That's very nice. So let's get more comfortable with the dashboard and learn more about its features. As
Ma'am,
you can, yes, ma'am.
I just want to ask teachers, any teachers facing any challenges, right? Any sort of challenge in signing in and creating your Nearpod account, please do let us know in the chat. The reason why we're asking this is one of the first requirements to be eligible to become a Nearpod certified educator is creating a lesson plan. And we want all of you to create this lesson plan with us. So one major portion of your task will be done. After that, the steps are pretty simple. So we need teachers to be with us at the same page so that you can benefit the most from this session. All right. So any teachers facing any challenges, please do let us know. I think, ma'am, we're completely clear.
Okay.
We can continue.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. So teachers, in order to create a lesson, first, before I begin, you can see there are many lesson plans on my dashboard, but your dashboard will be empty. Your screen will be empty because you are new. You are a new user there. So you are yet to create lesson plans. These are all lesson plans that I've already created. So you can, it will be like an empty blank screen for you there, but as soon as you will create a lesson, it will appear on your screen. So let's learn how to create a lesson. In order to create a lesson, first you will go here. You can see on the left hand side, top side, not exactly top, you can see there is there is a rectangle wherein create is written, create. I hope teachers are able to locate it. So I'm hovering my mouse over it. So there is a rectangle where it is written create. So when you will click on create, it will show you three options. The first option is lessons. The second option is videos. And the third option is Google Slides. So today we will be learning the first one, that is creating a lesson. So we will click on lessons. Okay. I repeat, first you will click on create and then click on lessons. I hope teachers are able to do. I hope teachers can see the same screen as I am viewing on my screen. Ma'am, if it is saying it is asking for code, that means you have clicked on students account. So you don't need to have any code. You just go back and click on teachers, sign up as a teacher. So teachers, if you see the same screen, please give a thumbs up or write down done, so that we know that you are with us, because ultimately we have to be together in order to learn ki how to create a lesson. Okay, very good. 4 teachers have confirmed done. I'm waiting for others as well. Come on, teachers, it's very easy. Quickly, quickly, just click on create and click on lessons. Wonderful. So 7 now, okay, 10 teachers have confirmed. I'm waiting for others. Please, teachers, please. Okay, so that's great. So teachers, as you can see in my lesson, it is written here untitled lesson. So my lesson's title is not there. So we are going to give a name to our lesson. Okay. So Sri Ganesh करते हैं और अपने lesson को name देते हैं. So first what we are going to do, we are going to click on settings. You can see on the right hand side of untitled lesson, there is a gray, with gray color it is written settings, and a pen icon is there. So click on that. You have to click on that settings. When you will click on that settings, a lessons detailed rectangular box will pop up. Okay, so as you can see, untitled lesson is highlighted here. I will go there and I can give a name to my lesson. So as I am going to make a lesson on nets and elevation, so I'm going to write a nets and elevation, sorry, plan and elevation, plan and elevation. So give a name to your lesson. Quickly, you can select any lesson of your choice. For the timing, we are making a trial lesson. So you choose any topic, whichever topic you are teaching or you are comfortable with, or you want to create a lesson on that topic. So write the name of the lesson. Then in the next rectangular box, you can write the description. So if you want to write the description, it is fine. I feel it is okay if I'm not writing the description. The next thing is under it, it is the grades. So when you will click on this tab, the third tab left hand side, grades, so it will ask you to select the grade. So suppose I am going to teach this to class 4. So I will select on class 4 and then class 5. So same lesson plan can be used for both the classes. I am taking class 4 and class 5. So you can also select the classes as per your choice, as per your need, as per the requirement of your lesson. Then the next thing which you have to select is subject. So when you will click on subject, you can click on the subject. So suppose I am a maths teacher, I am making a maths lesson plan. So I will click on maths. So whichever your subject is, click on that and then submit. You will click on this blue rectangle, which is there, blue tab. You can see it is written submit. So you will click on submit. If all things are done, click submit. Okay, so I hope teachers have also given a name to their lessons so that we can move ahead. Okay, wonderful. Geeta ma'am and Manisha ma'am are saying done. Okay, okay, that's great. So after this, since we have given our name to our lesson, now we are going to begin with a lesson. So whenever you are going to create a lesson, first what you do, you introduce the topic to the children, or you certify you, or you tell them that okay, today children we are going to learn this. So we are also going to help children understand what are they going to learn in this lesson. For that, teachers, you can see when I'm hovering my mouse over it, it is showing add slide. So you have to click on add slide. You can click on top also or here also, both the ways, anyway. So I am clicking on this bigger rectangle and clicking on add slide, just one click. So when you will click on add slide, it will show you the various content available here. So the first one is a video, second one is a slide. So today we are going to learn how to create a slide. So I repeat, the first one is video, the second one is slide. So we will be starting with slide. So we will click on slide. Okay. Just when you will come to slide, it will get highlighted. Just click on it. So when you will click on slide, it will bring you to this page. So it's more like a PPT sort of slide. Okay. So in a PPT also you have a background where you can add a title, or you can add a subject to it, or add some description to it. So you can see there are two boxes on the first rectangle. In the first rectangle it is written click to add title, and in the second rectangle it is showing you can add text. You can see text, video, image, or any GIF. You can add so many things. Okay. So before we move ahead, I hope you are able to see this view on your screen as well. This page. Okay. Okay. Towards the right hand side, teachers, please see here. Towards the right hand side of your page, towards the right hand side, you can see different themes are there. Different themes means the background and the font style. Okay. So if you want a white background and normal titles font style, then it is this one, or maroon one, or blue one. You can see the font styles are also changing in all the slides. So there are almost more than 6 to 7 slides, more than that. So you can select any slide as per your choice. So that theme will apply to all of your slides. So whichever theme you will choose, it will apply to all of your slides. So I am going to begin with this orange color. I'm liking this orange color one. So if I want to select this orange color, I will click on this orange color one. So you can see now the layout of my slide is in orange color. It is showing click to add title, and that. Now at the bottom, please see at the bottom, you can see there are four things. The first thing, just below, just under the slide, you can see it is showing background. I'm hovering my mouse over it. I hope every teacher is able to see. When I'm going there, it is showing me add an image to change the background of your slide. So suppose I want my background to be changed. I'm making a math slide, so I want background to be changed. I can change it from here. The next thing after background is layout. So when you click on layout, you will see there are four options of layout. So one is one element, that means complete one slide. Then one title plus one element, title plus two elements, or four elements. So I'm comfortable with this only, title plus one element. This is fine for me. So I will click here only. So it will remain as it is. You can select as per your own convenience, teachers. The third thing is audio. So if you want to embed any audio message for your students, you can do you can do that from here. And the fourth one is preview. If you want to see how your slide will look like, so you can have a preview from here. So now let's get started and give a title to our slide. So you can see it is written here, click to add title. So we are going to click here, and you can see the cursor has appeared and I can give a title. So I'm writing here, welcome kids. So this is my welcoming slide. Okay. I hope everyone is able to give any small title. And then in the next rectangle, which is under it, the bigger one, I can write. How I can write? You can see there is a plus in the circle. Blue circle is there and a plus icon is there. So when you will click on this icon, it will ask you whether you want to have a text, video, image, or GIF. So I want to have a text. So I will click on text. When I will click on text, my cursor will appear. You can see my cursor is blinking. So I will write here. So students, okay, today we will learn about plans and elevations. So this is my subtitle to my slide, so that my students know ki what are we going to do. Now you can see this is very small. Okay, and what to do if I want to increase the font size? So you can see in this box only, in this blue box where I'm writing this, where I've written this, in this box only, there is a black rectangular box. I'm hovering my mouse over it. You can see black rectangular box, the first option is to increase the text size. So we are going to increase the text size from here. So when you will click on this, it will show you whether you want to write in the small font, normal font, large font, or huge font. So I feel that there is a lot of space, so I can click on huge font. Okay, so this is my slide, and now if I'm okay with it, I will click on the option which is there at the bottom, save and exit. There is a blue rectangle. There is a blue rectangle at the bottom which says save and exit. Okay, Sonia ma'am, before I save and exit, I hope the teachers are able to follow and do the steps with me. Just let me just confirm me about that.
Yes, ma'am. So there's just one question. If you can
Okay.
go over the layout portion again, I think one teacher wanted a repeat of the layout.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we're all on the same page.
Okay, so I'm going to the layout option. So we have four ways that how we can create our slide. The first one is one element. That means if you are writing, then it will be writing. If you are inputting any image, it will be one image only. So one element. The next one is title plus one element. This we have already done. So you can see there is a title, welcome kids, and one element that I've written. What are we going to do? So we can have title plus two elements. Suppose you want to add something else. So I've clicked it. You can see there is another option. I can add something text, or I want to add some video or anything in my slide. I can do that through this element if I want. Or the fourth one is, the fourth one in the layout was four elements. So I will, when I will click on four elements, so four elements will appear. I hope it is visible to all of you now. So right now I'm comfortable with title with one element. So I'm clicking on it, and then after if my work is done, I will click on save and exit. So teachers, I request all of you to quickly save and exit whatever title slide you have made it. You can edit it later, so don't worry. So just do it so that we are together. So click
Ma'am,
on
one
save.
more question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and this is a great question. No teachers asked this before. So, how do you undo something? Say, for example, you made a mistake, or not mistake, but you by mistake moved something around and you want to undo it. Can you do undo on your pod or not?
Okay, so there is no option of undo. You can just go back and come again without saving and exit. You can cancel it. Okay, or you can just preview it and then change it accordingly. You can edit it. Anything can be edited on Nearpod. There is no problem in editing unless and until you have imported it. So suppose I have written here and I have put exclamation mark. So I want to undo it. Either I can use a backspace. I can go there, or I can simply cancel the throughout layout of my slide. So I can use backspace and put a full stop.
Great. No, Control Z will not work, Simi ma'am, as ma'am has explained. So what I would recommend, right, if you want to kind of use a undo feature, then what you can do is after you make every edit, right, you can either keep clicking save and exit, so that when you do make a mistake and you don't want to save that, you can then click cancel. But you can edit everything. Control Z will not work on your pod.
It will work, but not every time. It will work, but not every time, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. All right. Um, and there is a question, ma'am. After saving and exiting, then if we want to edit, how do we go there?
Okay. So let's first save and exit, and then we will come back to edit it. Okay. So let's click on save and exit, and let's move out. So when you will click on save and exit, it will tell you that this theme, this orange color slide theme, will apply to all the slides which you will create in your lesson. So it will automatically apply. So you cannot do that. Okay, one slide is orange, the other one will be black. So that is not possible. So you have to follow by their rules. So I'm clicking on save. I'm fine with it. So when you will click on save, it will show you saving slide, and just in a few moments, the slide will get saved. You can see my slide is appearing. It is there on the screen. So if I want to change something in my slide, I will go to my slide. I will double click on it. Okay. In order to edit my slide, I will go to my slide and I will double click on it. Okay. So when you will double click on it, you will come back to the same slide and you can do editing as per your needs. Okay, so I'm writing here. So I have done editing. So greetings, we will learn about plans and elevations, and again I am clicking save and exit. Okay. So this one slide we have done. Now we are going to add an interactive video because we have to explain some concept to the students. How we are going to teach through a video. So what are we going to do? Again, we will be going to add slide. Okay. Again, we will be going to add slide. We will click on it. And then you can see the first option, video. Under the content, the first option is video. So you have to click on video. Okay. So when you will click on video, it will bring you to this page. Okay. So as you can see, there is a blue long rectangular tab running through the screen, or you can see on the top, there is a blue tab wherein the first thing which is written is video library. Please see my browser. Sorry, please see my um, um, mouse. I am hovering over it. Video library. The next one is YouTube. The third one is my videos. And the fourth one is upload a video. So you can select any video from here. If you want from Nearpod's library, you can search in here. If you want from a YouTube, you can go to YouTube. My videos are the videos which have been added by you previously in Nearpod. And upload a video is like uploading a video from your desktop. So we are going to select a video from YouTube. So I'm clicking on YouTube. Okay. You all can click on YouTube. Okay. Okay. So you can see in the center on the top side, a little in the center, it is written search videos with YouTube Safe Search. So you can just type in here which video you want to search upon. So suppose I want a video on viewing 3D shapes, viewing three-dimensional shapes. So I am going to write here. Okay. So we shapes. So, and then after writing it, I will click on enter, or you can click on search button as well. Okay. So when you will click on search button, you can see there are many videos that will appear. Many videos from YouTube channel will appear here. Okay. So you can select any video of your choice. So suppose I want to go with this video and I want to see what is the duration and what is there in this video. When I will click on this video, the first one I'm talking about. So when I will click on it, it will automatically show me the play icon. When I will click on play icon, the video will start. Okay.
Look at this colorful cube.
So this is my video and I feel okay, this video is fine and I want to show this video to my students. So how to add this video? You can see the video that I've selected. There is a blue outline, rectangular outline around this video. So that means this video is selected. So whichever video you are going to select, you will see there is a blue background around it. When you will click on it, a blue outline will be there. So after selecting that, you have to click on the save icon, which is there at the bottom right hand side. At the bottom right hand side, you all can see there is a save icon. You will click on save icon. Okay. For right now, you can take any video, okay, and just click on save icon. Okay. So teachers, before it is completely saved, it will help you to make it interactive. Interactive means you can have questions in between the video for the students. So suppose I am playing this video, I'm making it, I'm moving a little forward so that we have a more time to discuss about things. So suppose I have played this video. Suppose I'm playing this video.
Is also a
Okay.
square. The front view is also a square. And how would it look if we view it from this side? A square again. Whether we look at it from the top
So
view or
suppose I want my students to reflect upon what they have watched till now. So I can click on it and I can pause it. You can see the video is paused. Now at the bottom in the center, at the bottom in the center, you can see it is written add activity. Add activity. There is a blue rectangular tab which is on which it is mentioned add activity. So you all will click on add activity. When you will click on add activity, the option of activities will pop up. The first one is open-ended question. You can have an open-ended question or you can have multiple choice questions. So it is up to you which question you want. So I want my children to think and answer. So I am clicking on an open-ended question. When I will click on open-ended question, it will bring me here. Here you can see there is a big rectangle and it is written on the right hand side, enter your question here. It is written enter your question here. When I will go there, my cursor will appear. I can write in any question here as per my need or requirement of my video. So I can ask my student which other solid shape will look same from all sides. So I want my students to think, okay, which solid shape other will look same from all sides. So let them think. And if I feel yes, okay, this is my question is done, I have to click on again. Saving option is important. So you always remember at the bottom right hand side, just click on save. So if you are able, you have written your question, you will click on save. When you will click on save, this question will get embed in your video. You can see it is showing here activity added, green color say it's written there activity added. So and you can see the question is also appearing on my screen at the time. Now the beautiful aspect of Nearpod teachers is that suppose you feel, oh मैंने तो question गलत जगह ऐड कर दिया, the question was supposed to be asked before or later on. So what you can do, you can come here on this blue circle where on the playing part you can see wherein the question is there. You can simply drag it left or right. So if you want I want to ask question before, I can drag it to left, or if I want my question to appear later, I can drag it right. So we can add questions and drag it as per their needs. Do not need to worry कि आपने गलत जगह add कर दिया. It is you have added at the right, wrong time. It's not like that. You can drag it and you can edit it. You can see there is an option when where the question is appearing. There is an option of edit. So if you will click on edit, you will go back to your question. When you will click on edit, you will go back to your question and then you can edit your question. So don't worry at all. Okay. So if it is done, you will again click on save and the question will be added. Okay. We can add multiple questions. It's not like, okay, in one video, you can add one question. You can add multiple questions at different intervals as per your need of the lesson. Okay. So when you have added all the questions, I have shown you one question, you can add many, but right now we are adding one question. And then after adding that question, again, what you have to do, teachers, quickly tell me what you have to do. You can write in the chat box. Let me see who is quick, who is the quickest one to tell what we have to do. Okay. Okay, yes, wonderful. Save. So we will click on save. So at the bottom right hand side, there is a blue tab on which it is written save. We will click on save. Okay, so when you will click on save, you will see that the video has appeared on in your lesson. It will be there on your screen. I hope all of you are able to save and view video in your lesson plan. Okay. So if you are able to do, just give a thumbs up so that we can move ahead. Wonderful. Wonderful. Very nice, Manisha ma'am, Neeta ma'am. Wonderful. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Great. So done. Now, after saving this video, the next thing we are going to do is, just a minute. So we are going to do is, we are going to create a task for our students in order to understand whether they have understood the video or not. So what we can do, we will again simply go to add slide. The first part, we will go to add slide. When you will go to add slide, you can see content we have seen. So we have added a video, we have added a slide. We can add a lot of content. You can see we can add web content, Nearpod 3D, then physics education technologies related things, then virtual field trips you can add, BBC video you can add, sway PPT you can add, or normal slideshow you can add, audio you can add, PDF you can add, so many things you can add. But where is the activity? What are we going to do? So you can see on the right hand side where content is written, you can see content is written. On the right hand side, the other word written in gray color is activities. Okay, please see along the side of content, बिल्कुल right hand side पे content जहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, it is mentioned there activities. Click on activities. Click on activities, and here you see 10 good activities that you can create for your students. Okay, the first one is time to climb. It's a game. Second one is an open-ended question which you can create. Matching pairs is like a game. Quiz is there. Flipgrid you can embed in it. The sixth one is draw it. We are going to do a draw it activity today. So just quickly see what other activities are. The next one is collaborate board. It's like a Padlet. Then poll, fill in the blanks, and a memory test. So there are 10 activities that you can do. We are going to do the sixth one, that is draw it activity, just under time to climb. So we will click on draw it activity. Please click with me. Okay. So I'm clicking on draw it activity. Okay. So when you will click on draw it activity, you can see it will bring you to this page, wherein on the right and on the top left hand side you can see there is an option of add media, video, audio instructions. If you want to add any audio instructions for your students, you can add from here. Suppose you feel okay, my children will not be able to understand what I have asked in this activity, you can record your audio and embed it here. Okay, or you can just simply upload a media also. So but right now I do not want it, I will just write instructions. So in the next rectangle, you can see instructions. It is written optional. You can write in instructions here. So what I'm going to find out, okay, I want to see whether my children have understood the top elevation, the plan view or not. So what I'm going to write here, okay, I'm going to write here, highlight the top view of the given cube with any color. Okay, draw it activity is like children can draw or color, and they can put stickers as well. They can browse images and they can do that as well in the activity. So I have just given an activity. But wait, where is my cube? कहाँ करेंगे बच्चे? Where the children are going to do? So what to do? So the first thing is that we have to upload a background image. So we have to click on upload background image. In the center, you can see it is showing upload background image. So you have to click on upload background image. When you will click on upload background image, it will show you one. The first thing is you can upload your images from Google, or you can upload it from your laptop or computer, from your drive, from your Dropbox, or from cloud. So from any of the options you can choose and you can upload the image. So if you have kept an image already prepared, ready, downloaded on a laptop, you can simply browse it from here. Today, we will be learning to browse Google here. You can see the first option, enhanced by Google. It is written. So we will go here and I'm going to write here cube. Okay, and I can write here black and white. I want a black and white so that my students can color it. So I can write here cube black and white. And if I've written here, I will click on search button. I will click on search icon, which is there on the right hand side with it. So I will click search. When I will click search, you can see there many cubes have appeared. Okay, so I can select any one of your my choice. So suppose I want to select this one. Okay, this one. So I've clicked, when I've clicked on this one, you can see there is a tick mark. Okay, this is being selected. Then again, what we have to do? We have to click on save. The save icon is there. So I will click on save. And you can see my cube is there on my screen. So my children will be able to see my question. What is my question? Then they know, okay, they have to color this cube. Okay, now teachers, you can see there are two more things on this page. When you see the image here, okay, let me. So there on the right hand side of this cube's image, you can see there is a black long rectangle where it is written the sign of plus, minus, and on top of it, there is a bin. So if you want to delete the image, you feel that it is not looking nice, you can delete the image and upload it again. Upload any other image again. If you are fine with it, your image, you can increase the size of the image by dragging it up and down. So if I want to increase the size of the cube, you can see I'm dragging it up, it is getting increased. If I'm coming down, or I want to subtract the size, I can minimize it by dragging it below, down, sorry. So I can drag the size of my cube as per my need. Okay. The other thing is there, the other thing in this feature is you can see at the bottom, there are 4 options. The first one is not of undo. Okay, this is not an undo option. It's like rotating. So like in phone, you can rotate an image. So here also you can rotate your image. So see, I've rotated my cube. It is getting rotated. So you can rotate your cube as per your wish. It is anti-clockwise. The other one is clockwise. So you can rotate as per your need. The other two options are for the mirror images, the reflection. So if you want to have a reflection of the cube, not this way, other way. So you can see the reflection is there. Okay, upside down or left hand side and right hand side reflection, then the fourth option is there. So you can see, but since cube will look like same in the left right hand side reflection, so it is not turning around. Okay. So now if all the things are done, if all the things are done, then again you will click on save. You will click on save. When you will click on save, this slide will get added in your lesson. Okay, this draw it activity will get added in your lesson. Okay, so teachers, we are going to learn about these 3 features because we want to focus on how to become a Nearpod certified educator as well. Okay, so we will be ending with these 3 slides right now in our lesson. Before I save and exit my lesson, I would like to tell all of you that do not worry by thinking, oh, I have done this activity. Now this activity was to be done before the video. What to do? So then you can just simply click here and drag it. Okay. You can drag your lesson. You can drag the slides. You can drag the video, whatever you want to drag. You can see I'm dragging it. So as per your convenience, you can drag the slides of your lesson. Okay, and then you have to just in the end you have to click on save and exit. So you have to click on save and exit. When you will click on save and exit, your lesson will appear here. Okay, you can see the lesson will appear here. I hope all the teachers are able to save the lesson. If you are able to save your lesson, teachers, please write yes in the chat box. YES. Okay, done is great. Okay, how will the child draw or color the cube? Okay, we will try to cover that as well. Don't worry. It is going to be a very
Sorry for
Yes,
interrupting you. We
yes,
can cover that, but first, I think let's
later
go
on.
through the guidelines. So, teachers, you will be required to submit a lesson plan with 5 slides, right? So you can choose really simple activities or content slides. We've shown you 3 different types, and you've seen for yourself how easy it is to use, right? So I would suggest that today itself try and finish the other 2 slides, because the next step would be implementing this lesson with your kids, and Deepti ma'am is going to share more on it. So if anyone has any questions about the, like, any difficulties or doubts that need to be cleared about the Nearpod basics, right? In terms of creating slides, editing slides, saving slides. And I think Deepti ma'am, last step we have to show them is sharing the
Lesson.
lesson with students, right?
Yes.
So if you have any questions up to now, please type in the chat box so we can address them. In the meanwhile, we'll, Dipti ma'am, if you can just show how to share the Nearpod lesson with students. By that time, if any teacher has any doubts, she or he can write it in the chat box.
Okay. So the very first thing, teachers, when you will when you will go to your lesson, you can see when I'm going to my lesson, there are many options appearing. The first one is live participation plus Zoom. So if you are taking a class on Zoom and you want to have a live participation, you can click here. The second one is live participation only. And the third one is student based. So live participation means like we are live right now. So if I want you all to participate in my lesson plan live in front of me, I will click here, live participation. Or if I want to assign this lesson plan as homework to my students, okay, so then I will go and click on student based. So first let's click on live participation. When I will click on live participation, okay, when I will click on live participation, this will appear. You can see there is a white square box wherein it is mentioned students join with this code. क्योंकि अब मेरे students, if my students are in front of me, either I can ask my students to just type this join.nearpod.com in their browser and use this code. Okay, they can use this code. Or if you feel okay, my students will not be able to tackle this instruction, then the most simplest way is given at the end, given at the bottom of this box. The first one is email. I'm hovering my mouse over it, teachers, please see. Okay, email. The second one is you want to share it on social media like Facebook, or you want to share your lesson plan on Twitter. The third one is link. This is the main thing. Just click on link. Just click on link and you can see there is a link that will appear. You can copy this link. You can copy this link. You can see I have copied this. It has become green. And then you can go to your meeting wherever you are, in Google Meet or in Zoom or in Microsoft Teams, wherever, and you can just simply paste it in the chat box. You can simply paste the link in the chat box and click enter like I have done. So I have shared this link with all of you. So this link is live. But teachers, the best part is the students can do this lesson, cannot do this lesson unless and until you start with it. So you, unless and until you start with it. So if you are not starting with the lesson, students will not be able to do. It will be live when you will start. So if anyone will click on the lesson, you can see at the bottom, I can see only right now, 0 participants are there. So if any child will click on my lesson and enter in it, so they will their name will appear here. So I will come to know, okay, my this child has joined this lesson. Okay. So this is one way of sharing the live link. Now I'm moving back. Okay, one participant is there, but right now we are not going to have a live session. Okay, very nice, Manisha ma'am. That's great. But right now I'm going back, okay, and helping you to share a student-based lesson link as well. So I'm going back. I'm so sorry, but I have to move back. We'll come back here if we will get time. So you can see it is showing, do you want to leave this session? You can resume it later. So I will click a yes. I will click yes. I want to leave this session right now. So it will bring me back to my main portal page. When I will come here, again, the third option, the student page, the yellow one. So I will click on here. Now you can see similar box has appeared, but here it is showing 29 days remaining. With the blue color, it is showing 29 days remaining. So I can click on the calendar. There is a calendar on it. And I can select the date on which I want my students to submit. By which date I want my students to submit. So suppose I want my students to submit it by 25th December. So I can click on 25th December and you can see 1 day remaining. It is now 1 day remaining and I have to click on apply. I have to click on apply. You can, before I click on apply, you can see under the code it is showing require student responses and prevent skipping. So if you want your students not to skip, okay, like there were questions in the videos or there was some activity and you want your students not to skip, you have to click on switch on. Okay, you have to toggle it on. If you will toggle it off, then students can skip. So I want my students to do the activity, I will click it on and then I have to click here apply. So when I will click on apply, you can see the code is there. You can give a code and ask the children to join.nearpod.com using this code, or you can simply, again, the third option. I am focusing right now on the simplest option for all of you. That is the third option. Just click on link. You can see the link will appear. Then click on this blue rectangle copy. When you will click copy, the link will get copied. You can see it has turned green and you can share this link with your students through WhatsApp, through mail, through chat box, anywhere. Yes, this is asynchronous. Yes. Okay, and then when you will share, so this link is open for all of you teachers. You can save this link and try it later. Okay, in order to know how students will have a feel like it. So one teacher was asking na how they can do a draw. So you can later after this session you can try on it. Okay, and Sonia ma'am and I will be there in case if you face any problem after the session as well. We will be there for you. Okay. So after this is the way you can share the lesson with your students. If you want to edit, you can see there is an edit icon. You can click on edit and then the lesson will get open to editing. But teachers, I'm telling you one important thing, that before editing, please make sure that your lesson, before sharing, please make sure that your lesson is full, rightly, properly proof, mistakes proof, because once the code is shared and then you do editing, then you have to share a new code. Okay, the previous code will not work. If you, I'm going to edit this lesson, then the previous code will not work. Okay, so I have to be very careful before sharing it with the students. I can have a preview and then if I feel it is fine, I can give it to my students. And the last important thing here is you can see there are three dots. These three dots are very important. When you will click on these three dots, the first option is share with teachers. The first option is share with teachers. The second option is duplicate. So we are going to focus on these two only right now. First is share with teachers. So if I want to share it with my team, so I will click on share with teachers. And this is the preview only link. That means the teachers cannot do anything. This is the only preview link. The second one is editable link. So editable link means if I'm sharing my lesson plan with all of you, you can copy it in your Nearpod account and you can edit it as per your need. So you can choose anyone depending on the need. Okay. So you can share it with your students. And the second option was duplicate. So you can duplicate your lesson plan also. If I may click on duplicate, my same lesson plan will get duplicated. Okay, so I will click on save and exit. So this my lesson is again duplicated. Okay,
Ma'am, before you
yes,
go
ma'am. We
into
are over.
the application process, I just want to highlight to teachers that please note how to share um, a preview only link, because that's a requirement for your Nearpod application. And teachers, I would also like to conduct our second poll to understand, now that you've learned a little bit about Nearpod, How useful do you feel Nearpod is going to be in your classroom? We have two polls back to back, and after those two polls, we are going to go over the guidelines for Nearpod. So, teachers on their cell phones, please swipe left till you find the poll screen. For laptops, the poll should automatically pop up. So, very quickly, teachers, we have 42 teachers with us right now. I need all teachers participating in this poll just so that we can share your rating with other teachers, right? Because we're going to upload this rating onto our website so that other teachers will then understand whether or not they should use this tool. Great, great. We have only 12 teachers left. I would request all teachers who haven't yet attempted this poll to please attempt this poll. I'm going to wait for 10 more seconds and then we have one last poll. And then we're going to switch to how to become a Nearpod certified educator, the guidelines, how to fill up the form, etc. Great. I'm going to end this poll and launch our last poll. So teachers, here I want to understand that how comfortable are you feeling with Nearpod now after this session, right? Are you feeling very comfortable with Nearpod, pretty comfortable, slightly comfortable? You might try it once or you do not feel comfortable at all. So again, requesting all teachers to participate in this poll. Teachers on their cell phones, swipe left till you reach the poll screen. Laptops, you will automatically see a pop-up. So do tell us how comfortable, because this allows us to understand. This is feedback, right? Was our session too fast? Was our session too slow? The objective of our session is that you should feel familiar enough to experiment on your own, right? To answer Rupa's question, so you need to share the preview link with Nearpod. So they will, so you have to generate that preview link and paste it into the application. So I'm going to wait for 10 more seconds, teachers. We have 11 teachers who have not attempted this poll. Requesting all teachers to hurry up, attempt this poll. Shashi, for the certification, you can either do it asynchronous, synchronous, or both. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the students have to attempt your lesson. Great. So now I'm going to end this poll, and very, very happy to see that most teachers are now feeling more comfortable or pretty comfortable using Nearpod. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and we are going to quickly go to the guidelines on certification.
Okay. So Sonia, shall I begin?
Yes, ma'am, over to you.
Okay. So teachers, we will be sharing the link with you. Sonia ma'am will be sharing the link with you from wherein you can fill in this application form. But before you fill in this application form, we just quickly browse the main and small details which are required to fill this form. The very first thing is, before applying to become a Nearpod certified educator, you have to attend a live webinar or a self-paced webinar or in-person training through Nearpod only. Okay, so we will be telling you how to do that. It is very easy. Okay, the second thing which is very important to before you fill this form is you have to create a lesson that follows our best practices lesson guide. So the best practices lesson guide means you have to incorporate at least 5 features. So like we have learned 3 features, just explore, try it out. It is very easy, fun to use. Just explore and then incorporate 5 features in your lesson plan. So you have to create a lesson plan which should have 5 features. The third thing is you have to launch your Nearpod lesson with 15 students. Okay, Okay, so you want your the lesson plan must have to be joined by 15 students. It can be asynchronous or synchronous both, as Sonia ma'am has just told you. So minimum 15 students must join it. Okay. So once you have done all these three things, the first, attending a live webinar, the second, second is to create a lesson with in 5 interactive features, and the third is to launch the lesson and ensure that 15 students, minimum 15 students, have have used that lesson plan. So after doing this, you have to come and just fill this form. The first thing is first name, then last name, email address. So make sure that this is the exact email address that is connected to your Nearpod account. So if you have logged in from some Nearpod account, you have logged in from your Gmail account, then do not fill in here your Yahoo email address. Fill in only that Gmail address which is related to your Nearpod account. Okay. Then the next is what is today's date. You have to write in the format you would like to appear on the certificate. So you have to write the date which the way you want it to appear on your certificate. The next is Nearpod license type. So since you all are new, so you are a free silver user. So you have to click here free silver user, this one. Okay. The next one is name of school. So you have to write down the full name of the school and do not use any short forms or abbreviations. Write complete name of your school. The next one is name of your district. So you have to write the name of the district wherever your school is being part of. The next thing after district is city. So whichever city you are in, you have to mention it here. The fourth one is state. But you can see it is mentioned here. If you do not work in the United States, please leave this question blank. So since if you are not a part of US, you have to leave this blank. The next one is country. So you can select country. Since India is not mentioned here, so you will click on the last one, other, and then you will write here India. Okay. So you can write here India. So likewise, you can mention your country's name. The next one is role. Choose the option that best fits what you do. So when you will click here, you can see the different assigned roles. You can select your role. If you are a teacher, you are a principal, you are a technology director, you are a professor, you are a retired person, you are a mentor. So as per your role, just click on the role. So I am a teacher, I will click on teacher. The next teachers you have is to click on the school subject. So which subject you are teaching. So suppose you are teaching Hindi and Hindi is not here, you can simply click on the next last one. You can see the other one, and then you can mention the subject here. So it is perfectly fine if your subject is not mentioned here. Do not get panic. The next is grades. So which grades you are teaching, you have to click here and then fill it here. The next one is the first step is to become to attend a Nearpod workshop. So we will be sharing this link with all of you. When you will click on this link, it will bring you here. You can see there are options of attending a live webinar. You can see many options. Now they have shown a calendar as well. So you can see what are the timings of the relevant webinars which are going to be live, and you can click on it and then register for it. So suppose I want to register for this one, this 4th December one. So I will click here Nearpod for beginners. When I will click on it, so it is a very simple form. You will fill it and you can register for the webinar. And when you will attend this webinar, I'm telling you in advance, it is very important to attend the session as you have been participative in this. So it will be a very good session. You will also get a certificate from Nearpod side as well after attending this. So coming back to my application form, the next is training. So you have whichever session you have attended from the Nearpod, you have to mention its name here. Okay, you can write in date as well, but the mentioning the name is very important. The next is creating a lesson. As I've already told you, you have to create a lesson with minimum 5 features. So the same thing is written here on this link. If I click on this link, you can see it is showing, it is Okay, it is showing you the main 5 features. So the first thing is the lesson should contain at least 5 interactive features. So any 5 features you can choose as per your choice. It is very easy. That's it. And create a lesson plan. So these are the samples if you want to see more of the samples. Okay, now coming back to my application form. The next is, did you apply the best practices described in the lesson guidelines? So जो भी हमने guidelines में आपको बताया that the 5 minimum features should be there. So yes, you have applied. So you will click on yes. You will click on yes. Then moving on to the next, link of the lesson. So as Sonia ma'am has just told you that you should know how to share the link with the teachers. So the preview link which we just told you how to share. So you can share it here. You have to share this lesson link there. The next is to teach. So you have to teach to at least 15 students. It is mentioned here at least 15 students. So this can be like, okay, 5 children today, 6 children tomorrow. It can be like that also, but minimum 15 students must have attempted that lesson plan. Okay. Last is, have students joined your lesson plans? Yes, obviously that's why we are filling it. So we will click on yes. Okay. So now next is share the good news. So you have to share the new good news. So you can share the email ID of your colleague or your administrator if you want them to know, okay, you have become certified Nearpod educator and you want to share this good news with them. So it is optional. It's not necessary. If you want to share, you can share with them. You can share the email address of your administrator here. The next is testimonials and stories. So describe a time in your classroom when you struggled with a problem and explain how you were able to solve that problem with a specific Nearpod feature. So like draw it feature, so you can see children's feedback in real time. So you can say that, or you can simply tell ki, okay, interactive videos has helped my students to concentrate on the videos and how it has helped. So you can just write in 100 words about why you feel that Nearpod has helped you a lot and which feature was the one which you liked a lot. So you can write about that. And the last is, now that you have written your story, do you give us permission to share it with others? So do you want Nearpod to share your story with others? Yes or no? Click on it and then click submit. So with this, your feedback form will get submitted. Most probably within a week or 2 weeks, they will get back to you and they will provide the certification. They will also give you a badge. They will also share you how you can upgrade your account to become a gold user. Okay. And
Thank
then
you
you
so
can
much.
join in the Facebook community as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Deepti ma'am. So, teachers, I have shared the links to the documents that you need to be able to be eligible for the Nearpod Certified Educator. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can just simply search for Certified Educator Nearpod and you will be redirected to the link. Um, so, before I'm just going offline on YouTube.